Hey guys, today on Mediocre Arts and Crafts I'm going to show you how I struggled to create this Enjoy Your Day card. Um, I love this stamp. I love that it's kind of bold and the image has some good space to color. And then when I got to the point where I was going to adhere it to the mat, I struggled a little bit with sizes and if it should be crooked and all of those things. But this is how it ended up, and I will take you through my process if you would like to watch that. If you're patient enough to watch through to the end of this video, you will get to see what I do with these scraps. Don't miss it. Today I am going to make a card out of this Woodware Enjoy Your Day stamp. I'm not sure why Woodware stamps aren't more prevalent, but they have images that I've really enjoyed over the last couple of years. So I picked this one up and I went back and forth in my head on what to do with it, but I think I'm pretty much just going to stamp it, give it a little bit of color, and probably back it up with one of these watercolor sheets from this Lawn Fawn pack. Now it has different shades of each of these colors. So there are 36 sheets, 12 coordinating designs. And so I'll go ahead and be using this ink pad, this Fisker's Stamp Guide block, and of course some Nina 110-pound cardstock. Links to these items are below in the description if you're interested in even just checking them out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my stamp on my stamp block. I think that it kind of just barely fits. I'll just try to center it as best as I can. If it's a little crooked, you don't have to tell me. Let's see. So I think what I'll do is I'll even it up in the middle-ish, and I might cut it down a little more before we adhere it to the base of the card, but we'll see what happens when we're done coloring it. This is another stamp that I think would be really cool watercolored. So if you're interested in seeing a watercolor version of this one, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to work that out. So you'll see I didn't do a great job here, and if you're concerned about that, then I could just get another piece of paper and stamp it. Of course, you can use a stamping platform anytime, and I have one that I can show you another time. But I think that this is fine for me. I think that I'll probably just color in the O where I think the line would be, and it'll look just great. So I'm going to clean off my stamp and then I will start coloring. These are pretty close, but this one is the lighter one. And then I'll just come in and put darker color on top. Now that I'm have my face in here and can really see the job that I did inking this image up, I can tell that it's really inconsistent, but the image is really cute, and it doesn't need to be perfect. I'll just send this card out to someone who appreciates it, even if it is just a little off. So I don't really have a plan when I do this, unless, you know, there's an image that I want really detailed with a lot of different shading and a lot of different depth. I will generally just do things this way. With the alcohol marker too, it's easy to lay down some color and then just give it a minute, and they kind of even out and blend in together after they are in the paper a little bit. So even if you're not going to be blending a lot, alcohol markers are great because they don't show those telltale lines that you get with other markers. Other markers, when you use, or other styles of markers, if you do, say, a large area, you can tell like the orientation that people are coloring in, and some parts are obviously you know, darker than others, but even if you're just going to use one color, an alcohol marker is pretty good for just getting an even coat. Oh, so there's that. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm going to cut this down even just a little bit more. So probably about 1/8 of an inch. On each side. And then see how that looks. So I've taken an even amount off of each of the sides of there. However, I'm going to take a look now. Here's my card base. I'm going to pull out one of these sheets of watercolor cardstock and kind of get a look at how it looks. I think that I might cut it down more and use 2 mats underneath it. So 2 different colors of this paper pad. Right now I'm just struggling to get the other closure sticker off of it. And I didn't really look at the colors I used on the card against the colors in this pack, but I'm sure that there's something in here, right? So here's one. This one, maybe this one. So you can't really tell which side was pulled out of the book, so that's good. 5 1/4. By 4. So here's what I have now. Nope, well that's not right, is it? 5 1/2. 4 1/4, 5 1/4. Oh, I did 5 1/2. No wonder. Okay. Is anybody yelling at me? You don't know how to measure. There we go. So that's that. Of course, I can cut this down a little bit more. I'll also cut it down this way. No, that's too small. Okay. And so if this mat is, again, 5 1/4 by 4. I'm trying to think of what a second mat would have to be. Put this one here. This one like this. Okay, oops. So I want to cut it down, but not too close. You'll see here I have things that are cut like right against the line of what I colored. So I want to leave just a tiny bit. Alternately, you can just cut it however you want because it's your paper. So, but it's easier to trim more than it is to add it back on. So I'll start it from here. All right, I got my art glitter glue. I'm gonna set my pin aside so hopefully I know where it is later. And I'm gonna move this guy now. So I think I'm done with it, maybe. And when I come in close like this, I can see that maybe my blade and my trimmer needs to be replaced. Also, too much glue. Don't tell anybody. All right, let's see how that is. So I do have some of these little fuzzes right here where the paper trimmer wasn't super, didn't cut it super clean. But a lot of times you can just kind of rub against it with your finger and a lot of it will come off and no one will be the wiser. So here's this and here's this. In my head, I'm trying to decide between ribbon tails and other things. Oh, I got it. Another thing that could have taken up some room here is this second mat could have been cut with a fancy border punch. So that would have been pretty cute if I would have thought about that. And I could still do that on something else. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this paper pad and I'm going to make some ribbon tails. Actually, these are watercolory, so if I used these ones, there might be just enough contrast in some of it so that it doesn't look like it's the same colors. But let's see what's in here. Maybe some of the light blue, because that was really pretty. This one. Ooh, this one. Ooh, that one. Yep. This color kind of matches this orange yellow color that I have too, though, so maybe I'll do that. And some light blue. Okay, so what this means is that I am using these sheets of paper to take one little punch. However, if I do it as close to the edge as possible, it can still be salvaged to be a card base or a card mat, because it still has that full area right there. So stick that in there, pretend like I never did that. Do another one right here as close to the edge as I can. There's that. Of course, you can cut your strip of paper and cut the ribbon tails by just slicing up the middle and then going from each corner in. This is a punch probably that I got a few years ago. But it really helps when I want, you know, consistent ribbon tails and a consistent look, so, which isn't all the time. Let's see. I think I'll also go back to one of these guys. Make one here. If you're interested in this stamp and you want to do something much cooler than this with it, I'm going to link it below. And let me know if you are familiar with woodware stamps or if you've ever used them before, because I don't think many people, I don't see it out and about very much, just this whole line. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up and ring the bell, do all the things, or, you know, just comment and say, hey, hey. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Welcome back to my... Seriously? Okay, as for the teas in the beginning of this video, this is what I'm doing. This little scribble for my alcohol markers, I'm going to go ahead and put in one of my tubs. This is a 6x6 tub that I keep my alcohol markers in. I'm going to use that for next time because there's plenty of room. And this one I am going to put in between the pages of the paper pad because I feel like this is a decent enough size to get something out of. But these guys right here, I'm going to throw them away. I'm actually going to throw them in the recycle trash, and no one will know, and I'll never have to see them again, and I won't have to worry about what the heck I'm going to do with this little thing right here. That's it. That's my secret. Have a great day. Bye.